Every year, thousands of EB-2 National Interest Waiver petitions are denied, and often it is not because the applicants are not qualified. It is because of avoidable mistakes. But what exactly are these mistakes? Whether you are a researcher, you are a student, entrepreneur, or professional, if you are planning to file an EB-2 National Interest Waiver petition, this is a video you cannot afford to miss. Today, I will walk you through the most common reasons EB-2 NIW cases fail and what you need to understand to increase your chances of success. Hello there, my name is Rich and welcome to the Rich Guides. For those who are new to this process, let's first take a moment to understand what the EB-2 National Interest Waiver is all about. It is part of the EB-2 visa category, which is designed for individuals with exceptional ability or an advanced degree. Unlike the standard EB-2 visa, which requires a job offer and labor certification, the NIW or the National Interest Waiver allows applicants to skip these steps. This makes it an excellent option for professionals and researchers who want to work independently or on projects that directly benefit the United States. But here is the catch. To qualify, you must convince USCIS that your work is in the national interest and that waiving the labor certification is justified. That means your petition has to meet a higher standard of evidence, and any gaps or weaknesses can lead to a denial. This brings us to the heart of today's video, the common mistakes that cause EB-2 NIW cases to fail. The first and most common mistake is failing to demonstrate that your work is of national importance. USCIS wants to see that your work has a broad impact on the US as a whole and not just on your company, your local community, or a specific region. For example, if you are a researcher working on renewable energy, it is not enough to say, I am developing innovative solar panel technology. You need to show how your work contributes to addressing the country's energy challenges, reducing dependency on fossil fuels, or creating jobs in emerging industries. Many applicants fail to make this connection, and as a result, their petitions don't resonate with USCIS. It's not just about making big claims. It's about backing them up with evidence that links your work to national priorities. Your EB-2 NIW petition is always evaluated based on three key criteria or prongs, established by the 2016 case Matter of Dhanasar. These three prongs are the backbone of your petition. The first is proving that your work is of national importance. And the second is showing that you are well positioned to advance your field or endeavor. And lastly, demonstrating that granting the waiver benefits the United States by outweighing the need for a labor certification. Many petitions fail because they don't adequately address one or more of these prongs. For example, the second prong requires you to show that you are uniquely qualified to continue your work. This could include your education, your experience, awards, publications, or even patent. The third prong, the balancing test, is also critical. You need to make a compelling argument that waiving the labor certification process is in the best interest of the US. If you skip over this step or provide a vague explanation, your petition is unlikely to succeed. The third mistake is not providing enough documentation to support your claims. Your qualifications, achievements, and the impact of your work must be backed by hard evidence. USCIS officers won't take your word for it. They need to see proof. This includes things like your degrees, certificates, letters of recommendations, publications, and data that demonstrate your impact. If you are an entrepreneur, you might include business plans, revenue reports, or market analysis to show how your work benefits the economy. A common issue is submitting generic or weak letters of recommendations. These letters need to specifically address how your work is significant and how it contributes to your field and the United States as a whole. Vague or overly general letters don't carry much weight. Your cover letter or personal statement is one of the most important parts of your petition. This is your opportunity to directly explain why you qualify for the National Interest Waiver and why your work is essential. Unfortunately, many applicants treat this as a formality and submit statements that are either too generic or lack a clear narrative. A strong cover letter is more than just a list of accomplishments. It should tell a story that connects your background, your work, and your vision for the future. For example, if you are working on a cancer research, explain how your work is filling a gap in current treatment and why this is critical for public health. This is your chance to personalize your petition and make it stand out. Don't let it go to waste. Another common mistake is relying too much heavily on generic templates. While templates can be a helpful starting point, they are not a substitute for a well-customized, petition. US offices review thousands of petitions every year, and they can easily spot one that's been copied and pasted from a template. Your petition needs to reflect your unique story, your specific contributions, and your plans for the future. For instance, if you are in artificial intelligence, don't just submit a template that talks about general AI research. Instead, focus on how your specific work, whether it is developing AI for healthcare or autonomous vehicles, is making a difference and why it is important to the US. Finally, one of the most overlooked mistakes is failing to frame your petition within the legal framework established by USCIS. The 3 prongs of Matter of Dhanasar are not just guidelines, they are the legal criteria by which your petition will be judged. Your petition should clearly reference these prongs and explain how your work meets each one. This demonstrates that you understand the legal standards and that your petition is well prepared. Many applicants fail to do this, and as a result, their petitions lack the structure and the clarity needed to succeed. To wrap up, the EB-2 National Interest Waiver Petition is a powerful pathway to a green card, but it requires careful preparation and attention to detail. The most common reasons for failure, like insufficient evidence, weak argument, or poorly written documents, can often be avoided with the right strategy. If you are preparing your petition, take the time to craft a compelling, evidence-based case that leaves no doubt about your qualifications and the importance of your work. This process can be challenging, but it is worth it if it means achieving your immigration goals. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, as always, please like, share, and some more tips on navigating the EB-2 NIW process. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions or topics you would like for me to cover next. And don't forget to check the description for additional resources to help you succeed. Thank you for watching. Until then, I'll see you in my next video.